guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would just sit down in front of the camera and chat to you guys all about the aftercare for microblading. If you're new to my channel, you may not know that recently I had my eyebrows microbladed. I went to an amazing lady called Falon. Her company is called Wink and Whisper. I'll leave all her details down below. She did an absolutely incredible job. I'm so happy with her. So if you live in South Africa, Johannesburg more specifically, then definitely give Falon a shout. You will not be disappointed. But anyway, I did a whole video on that, the whole procedure. So if you want to see that video, just check out the description box. I'll obviously have the link there. But today's video is specifically about the aftercare, how you actually look after your eyebrows so you have the best possible result. So I'm hopefully going to answer questions on things you guys might have on how to make sure they heal perfectly. If you're not yet subscribed and you feel like subscribing, you want to subscribe, please feel welcome. I'd obviously love that if you did. And also please feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you like it at any point. But yeah, without any further ado, let's get into it. So I'm trying to think of the best kind of way or sequence to do this in. I don't want to miss anything out, but I also want it to be that you guys can understand exactly step by step. So I think I'll start off with literally right after Falon has finished the the barrier cream that she uses, because a lot of you asked about the barrier cream that Falon used, and it's called Falon. I'll put a picture of it up here. That's what she applied to my eyebrows, and as mentioned in the previous video, it's just so that no germs and dirt and stuff get on the actual marks or cut lines, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, she used Falon. So now this is where things get a little bit tricky, if you will. It's not really. As mentioned in my previous video, you now cannot touch your eyebrows for 5 days. That barrier cream is meant to stay on for 5 days. You do not remove it. And basically I think what they're trying to say is just don't purposefully touch your eyebrows for 5 days. Don't purposefully wash them and wipe them and apply product and all that jazz. Just leave them as much as you can. But obviously, if by accident you go and touch your brow or something like that, it's not the end of the world. Your eyebrows aren't going to fall off and the whole procedure undone. I know it sounds so weird, but throughout the rest of the video, I'll explain to you how you can cope with this. It's not actually as hard as you think. But yeah, so the barrier cream's on and you're not meant to take it off for 5 days. But now the thing is, I went home, I was like sleeping or rolling around on my pillow, something. So a lot of that barrier cream actually came off my eyebrows. It probably ended up on my pillow, now that I think about it. But anyway, I thought that's not good. I'm supposed to have this barrier cream on so they don't get infected and all the rest. So all I did was I went online and I researched barrier cream, and I thought, let me just reapply some because I want them to stay as protected as possible. And believe it or not, but petroleum jelly, or otherwise known as Vaseline, is also used as a barrier cream. I'm not a microblading artist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not an esthetician or anything like that, so please guys, like, don't hate on me if this is wrong. But I took some Vaseline petroleum jelly with an earbud and I just very lightly applied it back onto my eyebrows and left it for the rest of the 5 days, and it worked beautifully. So if you're stressing that the barrier cream's wiped off and you're like, oh my goodness, they're going to get infected and they're going to get dirty and all that jazz, just simply go and grab some Vaseline or petroleum jelly. I think it's exactly the same thing if I'm not mistaken. And just very, very lightly apply that to your eyebrows using an earbud. So that's what I did, and they seemed fine. Nothing terrible happened. Okay, so now obviously for the next 5 days you still need to wash your face and you might want to apply makeup, take your makeup off I hope, and all that jazz, but you're a bit worried about your eyebrows. So all I did was I got makeup wipes, very simple, and the first thing I did was I put it around my finger like that so it created a bit of a point, and I just went around my eyebrows very gently, took my time, was very patient, and removed as much makeup as I could around my eyebrows. And then what I did was I went in with a wet face cloth and did the same thing. I just made it into a point like so and very gently wiped around my eyebrows and took my time with this. And then you can just go in with the rest of your face and wash it and all that jazz. It's really not that difficult. Then with regards to showering and bathing, I just bathed for 5 days because obviously I had a lot more control over how much water went on my face, or if any. Now I know not everyone has a bath, so you have to shower, but then what I would suggest is just be very careful when you're washing your hair or washing your body, and then do the rest of your face and all that jazz in a basin or by a basin. But don't wash your face in the shower, obviously, because then all the water and all that jazz is going to run over your eyebrows, and you don't want that to happen. But yeah, that's basically how you wash your face. Okay, after your first 5 days are over, you can now clean your eyebrows for the first time. So what I did was I got a cotton round or a cotton pad, whatever. I wet the whole thing and I basically just went over my eyebrows very gently in one direction. I did not go back in the opposite direction against the grain of the hair. I just took it, went nice and gently on both eyebrows, and I basically just did that until there was nothing coming onto the cotton pad, like it was just all clean. And I did that very gently, guys. I must emphasize that. I didn't like rub it hard or anything like that. Just went nice and softly over my eyebrows. Once I did that, I then started applying the ointments that Falon gave me. Now I certainly hope your microblading artist at least gave you some ointment or told you what to use. If they didn't, then I guess they didn't. But you can use vitamin A plus and vitamin D ointment. These are the two that Falon gave me. She gave me this one the first time I had my eyebrows done, and then this one the second time I had the touch-up, if you know what I'm saying. And both of these are vitamin A plus and vitamin D ointments. So once I had cleaned my eyebrows, the first thing I did was I grabbed this, again, a nice clean earbud, and I applied it to the earbud and went very gently over my eyebrows, practically saturated them in the stuff. And once again, I did not go against the grain. I always went in one direction and applied it really nicely and left it. I found I only had to apply this morning and night, so that's what I would recommend you do. According to the pamphlet Falon gave me, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it said to do it every 3 hours, but I don't know, I just didn't find that necessary. I found after 3 hours my eyebrows were still completely saturated with this stuff, and it was just kind of overkill. So, I don't know, if you want to do it every 3 hours, you're more than welcome to, but I just basically did it morning and night, and that worked perfectly for me. I also then did that over the next 5 days. So yeah, theoretically after the 11th day, your eyebrows should be pretty much done and you don't have to do any more treating and all the rest. I would obviously just suggest that you still be very careful with them, but basically after 4 weeks your eyebrows are then completely healed. Then you can do what you want with them, fill them in and all that jazz. But all the time before that, I would just recommend you still be very gentle with them. And that is basically it, guys. I hope I didn't leave anything out. I hope this was comprehensive enough and you've got a very good understanding of how to now look after your eyebrows once they've been microbladed. I obviously still fill them in a little bit from time to time, but nothing crazy. So anyway, here's what my eyebrows look like now, completely after the procedure, after my follow-up, after the 4 weeks of healing. This is what they look like every single day now when I wake up. Anyway, so that's it for this video, guys. Once again, I went to Falon. She is from Wink and Whisper. I will leave all her details down below. If you go to her, I 150,000% guarantee that you are in the best hands possible. She's so professional. I love her to pieces. But as mentioned in the beginning, if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, you're more than welcome to. I'd obviously love that. And please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Good luck with your microblading, and until next time, bye!